Yo gang, back again, oi. Massive shout out goes to for suggesting this one, and this one is Digga with P4DP. So without further ado, let's get into this one. Double Tap Diaries, oi, link down below, you done know, come on. M1. Yeah, you know the combination of M1 and Digga D's are madness anyway, so moody vibes, yeah. Come on, syncopated and that, yeah. Man starts like a true yard man. If you know, innit?
Step on wings with my solo YOLO. I don't know nothing about Volvo, bro. Up and down, no yo-yo. All for wood in the trap, no mobile. Oh no, bank up, bro. This popo. I'm trying to lose these funds like Kojo. Loco, Coca ain't mediocre. Play with the Yola, stare for the Lolo. Just got Belfry shootings. I ain't got a call like Pac-Man to go out to country to do some bootings. I'm trying to aim for your head, pronounce man dead. Pull up and suit him. Taurus Riley, all that smiley, rooting, looting. Need me a new thing, I roll with a Russian or Vladimir Putin. Up front in the field on ultra attacking. We winning the league.
Vladimir,
hey. Beef. More time I stem that bleed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. Up front in the field on ultra attacking. We winning the league. Step on streets whenever it's beef. More time I stem that bleed.
This brother ain't put a foot wrong.
Man get smoked like weed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. Got teeth dropping out one by one like it's leaving a toddler's gum. Ain't leaving a toddler's mouth, it's leaving a clip that's stuck in my gun. No, we ain't playing fair when we go on rides, I find that fun. Got hit in the heady, how can we lose when we already won? Just juice, gave him 5, how's he alive? Bro gave him 7 and sent him to heaven, went up but got revived. Pull up at David's, ain't calling it Beckham, ain't bending on knives. Good grievous, bodily harm more higher, I'm praying the pagan down. Up front in the field on ultra attacking, we winning the league. Step on streets whenever it's beef. More time I stem that bleed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. Up front in the field on ultra attacking. We winning the league. Step on streets whenever it's beef. More time I stem that bleed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. I ain't got no patience. Pray for the pagans, man get smoked like weed.
Man said amen. Hey, yeah, directed by Suave, like, fucking hell, man. Since Digga D's initial release from jail, honestly, when it comes down to his music, the brother has not put a foot wrong. Consider his bars on
If my man's wearing a money, do his AJ and leave no trace. None. TT flick, and the sound come tan like Dave. Little man try ask for a raise. True, see the hotline bling like Drake. In the T on my J with a Z. Do it for the pounds, I love this cake.
And then dropping a certified mad about bars whilst getting our attention with lines like
the ops turned bro to a lifer, 300s levels on no backer. And I was the only guy my age in West London with a sniper.
To then flipping things up for a more mainstream audience, as we all know the brother had the coldest verse on
You ain't been in the hood like Robin, I ride in hoods trying to leave man red. The sweets are Goldie, Yola drops and locks no dread.
Also blessing us with one of the hardest rhyme schemes on
Just got a call from Ian, he said that he wants 3B. Rapping Riz, that's orange, just got a 4 so I need 3 Gs. Bro just got 02, he wants me to wash it, I'll do it for free. I'll make this T-Mobile and live in the whip with light and B.
And not to mention that absolute mess of a track.
Up and down no seesaw, detour I dodged that Nino. I got 6 and if you add 3 more then I'm somewhere where I might get recalled. And I'm tired of seeing the can, whole thing get shell lung. Got the fairy 4-4 big bang,
which has now amassed a total of 5 million plus views. Digga D has not only been consistent, the brother has been consistently good. And with so many eyes on the brother right now, it was the perfect time for him to announce the release of Double Tap Diaries. And P4DP, an acronym for Play for the Pagans,
3 piece in the back Kentucky. ST and Banks went live, so I got round instantly with a Rocky.
Being a song that hit the streets hard in the days of 10-11 is bang on point, as it sadly reminds you of a time where drill was totally roaring in its infancy.
Boy tried run let off 2 from the drum, but he never caught none, they're lucky. Press on hammers, I ain't got no manners, his baby mum give me ucky.
We already know that M1 on the beat and Digga D are a winning combination.
Popo kicked in the door, found so much scrub in the yard and seized it. They know it ain't personal use, like smoking food, so they nip me for P-words.
And so seeing M1 back working with Digga D is most definitely welcome.
M1 on the beat.
And as the beat builds and that bass line comes in, we hear something vaguely familiar. And if you've ever listened to a mixtape by
a millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair,
you'd understand what I'm talking about. So as the beat builds with that bass line syncopated hi-hats and snares, he's already got you in that mood where you're expecting a hell of a lot. And unless you 1, don't have ears, 2, don't understand slang, the concept of metaphors, or 3, one of those people who says all drill sounds the same, then you'd know as he drops his bars, Digga D does not disappoint, as he comes in delivering that relentless flow.
Step on wings on my solo, YOLO, I don't know nothing about Volvo, bro, up and down, no yo-yo, all for wood in the trap, no mobile.
But in and amongst that, you're left with the feeling that, is this brother gonna take a breath?
Oh no, bank up, bro, there's Popo, I'm trying to lose these funds like Kojo, Loco, Coca, ain't mediocre, play with the Yola, step for the Lolo.
The bossy way he says,
just got Belfry shootings. I ain't got a call up Pac-Man to go out to country to do some bootings.
Adds to that attitude, energy, swag and sauce that we love from an artist who currently has to be considered the best in drill.
Trying to aim for your head, pronounce man dead, pull up and suit him. Taurus Riley, all that smiley, rooting, looting, need me a new thing, I roll with a Russian, not Vladimir Putin.
And then he gets to that hook.
Front in the field on ultra attacking, we winning the league. Gang, step on streets, whenever it's beef, more time it's them that bleed.
And considering the subject matter, the brother has even thrown in an amen for good measure.
I ain't got no patience, play for the pagans, man get smoked like weed.
There's often a strong chance on a track that from one verse to another, an artist is not able to carry over the same energy, as either the flow, lyrics, or delivery may be somewhat lacking. And when considering the strength of the verse Digga D dropped beforehand, it seems not to apply to him as he comes in calm as you like, saying,
got teeth, dropping out one by one like it's leaving a toddler's gum. Ain't leaving a toddler's mouth, it's leaving a clip that's stuck in my gun. Moms.
If your face is not squinged up at the wordplay this brother is dropping, there's something wrong with you.
No, we ain't playing fair when we go on rides, I find that fun. Got hit in the heady, how can we lose when we already won?
And as you wrap your brain around the craziness that Digga D is dropping, you've got to admit that this is very high level drill.
Just juice, gave him 5, how's he alive? Bro gave him 7 and sent him to heaven, went up but got revived.
Digga D's music seems to contain that same visceral energy from the earliest days of drill, and considering this brother's level of popularity, that street message and vibe he puts out hasn't changed one bit.
Pull up at David's, ain't calling it Beckham, ain't bending on knives. Good grievous, bodily harm more higher, I'm praying a pagan down.
The visuals in this video are as equally nuts. We have a number of Digga D and his boys in performance shots, and also that story that seems to be playing alongside them, with that little boy holding the dough in the graveyard, whilst we see Digga D sat at the table writing in a book, which at that particular moment give those visuals almost Death Note type vibes, whilst we see what seems like friends and relatives of the deceased naturally distraught. We also see the Grim Reaper in the graveyard, and since that little boy isn't with the rest of them, you really think, what is he up to? And then he starts to perform some judge on that dough, which consequentially has its own repercussions.
Up front in the field on ultra attacking, we winning the league. Step on streets whenever it's beef, more time it's them that bleed.
The visuals really tie in that horror film theme that we saw from CGM's Who.
I went Joe when the shooting stopped, came back out and it started again. Let me ask you a question, who thinks really blasting their skanks?
There are only 4 or 5 drill artists that have the scene in a chokehold, but after thinking of the quality and level of consistency of music that Digga D has dropped since last year, he seems to be dead set on crushing its windpipe.
Up front in the field on ultra attacking, we winning the league. Step on streets whenever it's beef, more time it's them that bleed.
As P4DP is another for the roads and an absolute drill banger. And as most of you guys know, I'll be adding the entirety of Digga D's Double Tap Diaries to my playlist immediately.
I ain't got no patience, play for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. I ain't got no patience, play for the pagans, man get smoked like weed. Amen.
Let me know what you thought of Digga D's P4DP in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys down there. Yo gang, it's your boy LeeToTheVI saying peace and love, and I'm out. Bow.